Okay, Halloween is just 2 days away, and on average, there are 4,500 hospital visits due to hazardous and other avoidable accidents every year.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that much. So this morning, we're highlighting the top dangers that kids face and what parents should do to avoid them. Joining us now is surgeon and assistant professor at Columbia University Medical Center, Dr. Susannah Hills. Nice to have you here.
Great to be here.
You need eyes in the back of your head on Halloween.
I know. There are a lot of things to think of. We want everyone to have fun, but we want to minimize the scary.
Okay, so give us an idea of something we should keep an eye out for.
Yeah, so the first thing for everyone to remember is there's safety in traveling in numbers.
Yes.
So stick in a group. Small kids, of course, should travel with an adult. Stick to the sidewalks and crosswalks. There are 3 times more pedestrian accidents on Halloween than normal days throughout the year. And then a great idea is to consider putting reflective stickers on clothing or costumes that will help kids be more visible in the dark.
That is actually a very unique idea.
Right, and especially the little, I'm sure you can get those off Amazon or the local store. And there's still time, the way things get delivered now.
Yep.
Sure.
And just stick those on the outfit no matter what they're wearing.
That's right.
What about candy? Because it's always, I mean, we go back to when we were kids, and it was always, hey, be careful because there's a razor blade and an apple, or those kinds of things.
Right.
What does the parents have to watch out for with their kids and candy?
Yes, everyone loves treats, but exactly as you were sort of alluding to, things that are unwrapped, things that you don't know the person that gave them to. Yeah, if it's a stranger, probably better to politely accept, discard, perhaps don't eat that. The other thing that's right at the top of my list are choking hazards. And I don't want kids to end up in my operating room. Every year, a handful of kids end up in the operating room. We have to take things out of the airway, out of the back of the throat. What we're particularly concerned about are small, hard candies. For example, something like this.
Okay.
Yes, and there are things that are even smaller than this that are small and hard. Not every candy is appropriate for every child. Toddlers, small kids can't manage. They don't have the chewing skills to manage a hard, smooth candy like this.
So do you take it away or do you crush it up?
Go through their candy bag. Most kids get a lot of candy, on Halloween. Remove the things that are hard, that are small, that are not age appropriate for your child.
Can we talk a little bit about costumes? So I'm still a little traumatized from my childhood because, it was always cold at Halloween. Not this year, but my mother would make me put my coat underneath my costume. So I was like a big polar bear.
Right.
But there are other issues that you have to worry about with costumes, right, Doctor?
Right. So, of course, temperature-appropriate clothing is probably a good idea. But also make sure costumes are breathable, that they're not too tight, especially masks, things on the face. Make sure your child is breathing well. If they're using face makeup, something that's hypoallergenic, that's designed for children, that isn't going to cause a rash. Look at the label. Make sure it's safe for that.
Did you see those crazy contacts?
I was going to say contact lenses have been big lately.
That's my pet peeve, right. That is my least favorite Halloween trend. What can happen with these is that the contact lens can cause a scratch on the outer layer of the eye. It's called a corneal abrasion. They can get infected, really painful. Or anyone who wears contacts knows contacts can get lost in the back of your eye. So not necessary for costumes. You can have fun without them. Don't do it.
Hey, real quick, for people that maybe not going out trick-or-treating, but just simply at home, you say be careful with the candles and the jack-o'-lanterns and all that stuff.
Right. I love a jack-o'-lantern. Everyone loves carving their pumpkin, but 800 fires a year are due to jack-o'-lanterns. So consider instead using perhaps a battery-powered candle.
This is on
cute,
already. These battery-powered
and easy.
Right? They're nothing.
And you can find those everywhere.
You can turn it on, you can turn it off. Much safer than a lit flame. And when you're buying a costume for your child, make sure it's made of flame-resistant material, flame-retardant material.
Dr. Susannah Hills, great information. Hopefully you have no kids to take care of this Halloween.
I'll be going out. I'll be
eating whatever leftover candy I have in my apartment.
Is she too small for this candy, or can she have that?
Yes, I am.
I think she's okay for the hard candy.
Okay, there you go.
You got
this
anything
year,
chocolate?
You've matured into it. All right, thank you so much, Doctor.
My pleasure.